Okay, hello everyone. So again, this will be our last topic for this semester. So I hope you have already studied the previous topics already. And I hope na nabasa nyo na din yung module, no? Parang a little bit of review na lang. So let's start with fundamental principles of counting. So, bakit ba natin 'to pinag-aaralan, 'no? So, magkaka-connect 'to, itong principles of counting, permutation, combination. So, dito, we are observing how many ways. Kunwari, meron tayong certain event na merong certain number of ways and meron tayong another event na merong another meron tayong another may certain ways din yung another event natin. So kung meron tayong dalawang event happening simultaneously, so ilang event yun, no? Or ilang ways mo siya pwedeng ma-observe. Okay, so kailangan natin tong principles of counting. So basahin ko muna, i-define muna natin and let's uh, observe the equation. So again, gusto ko guys, ma-imagine nyo kung bakit ganun yung equation niya. Kasi dito sa sa module 4, actually madali lang siya. The equations are a little bit simple. However, ang kailangan nating i-observe dito is bakit? Kailangan nyo itanong bakit ganun yung equation niya. Kasi kapag hindi nyo na-gets kung bakit ganun yung equation niya, it will be difficult for you. Pag alam nyo lang yung formula pero hindi nyo alam kung bakit ganun. Okay? So the fundamental principle of counting states that if one thing can be done in n1 ways or n sub 1 ways, and the second thing can be done in n2 ways, and for each of the first two, a third thing can be done in n sub 3 ways, and so on, up to the kth thing, up to pang ilang ilang manner of doing a certain thing. The total number of ways in which all the things may be done in the stated sequence could be done in n sub 1 times n sub 2 times n sub 3 hanggang to sa n sub k is equal to different ways. No? So, mas madali kapag may example tayo. So, kunwari, meron kang, you are playing Monopoly, for example, and you are using dice. So, paano kung ang ginamit mong dice, meron kang dalawang dice, di ba? So, kung maalala nyo, yung dice natin, ilang ways yung pwedeng lumabas na result for a dice? Anim, di ba? So, kung dalawa yung dice, ilang possible outcome pwede na meron? So, anong formula natin doon? It's 6 times 6 and it's 36, no? So, paano mo siya ma-observe? So, kunwari, yung unang dice mo is 1 and yung ikalawang dice mo is maraming possible dun sa, kung ang unang dice mo pa lang, no, ay 1. So, ilan yung possible na kapartner niya? So, 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5, 1-6. So, anim na agad yun. Eh, sa 1 pa lang yun. Eh, paano dun sa 2 pa, di ba? 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4, 2, 2, 2-5, 2-6. So, 12 na yun. So, sa 3 naman, di ba? 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, 3-5, 3-6. So, makita natin hanggang dumating ka sa 6, no? Tiga-anim yun. So, tiga-anim na magkakapartner. So, makita natin na there are 36 ways uh, yung possible kapag dalawang dice yung tinapon mo, no? Okay, so, let's have some examples. So, kunwari, meron tayong, ayan, example number 1. In how many ways that a dice and a coin are arranged when it was tossed? So, yung N1 mo, yung N1 mo is yung dice. So, dalawang way yan. And yung N2 mo will be the, 6. N1 mo is yung coin na lang. Para hindi na ako magbura. So, yung coin and yung N2 mo is yung dice. So, yung ating n will be equal to, so dapat n lang yan. Yung n natin will be equal to n1 times n. So, equal yan sa 2 times 6. So, we have 12 base. Okay? So, we have example 2. So, ito na yung example ko kanina. No? Meron, in how many ways that 2 dice is arranged when it was tossed? So, 2 times 6 times 6. So, 36 yan. So, for example 3, in how many ways that a club, spade, heart, and diamond be arranged when it is tossed? So, kunwari meron tayong apat dito, no? So, may N1, N2, N3, N4 tayo. So, N sub 1, N sub 2, N sub 3, N sub 4. So, dapat maalala nyo, no? In a deck of cards, may ilang cards meron tayo doon. Meron tayo 52 cards. And doon sa 52 na yun, 13 doon yung club, 13 yung spade, 13 yung heart, at 13 yung diamond. So, yung N1 natin will be 13, N2 will be 13, N3 will be 13, and N4 will be 13. So, ilang arrangement yan? So, that will be N will be 13 times 13 times 13 times 13. So, that will be equal to 28,561. Okay? So, ito, try nyo sagutan to. So, I want you to take a pause after I read the problem and you try to answer. So, how many dinners are possible consisting of soup, a bowl of rice, dessert, and a drink if one can select from three soups, three varieties of rice, four kinds of desserts, and five different kinds of drinks? So, try nyo sagutan to. Try to take a pause and let's answer after siguro mga 2 minutes. Sige, sagutan natin, no? So, ilan yan? So, may N1 tayo for soup. So, ilang soup natin? 3 and 2 is rice. And 3 natin ay dessert. And 4 is yung drinks. Ilan yan? 5. So, N will be N sub 1 times N sub 2 times N sub 3 times N sub 4 is equal to 3 times 3 times 4 times 5. So we got 180. Okay, so this one is a little bit tricky, yung number 5. So a password consists of 3 letters followed by 2 digits. How many different passwords can be created if repetition is allowed? Sige, try nyo muna sagutan. Take a pause from playing this video, then try to answer. So, paano yan, no? So, I hope sinagutan nyo muna. And I hope hindi ako naka 1.5. So, meron tayong 5 digit. So, gawain ko din yan, guys. No? So, pero kung kaya mo na maintindihin ng ganun kabilis, eh, di okay lang din naman kung ano yung nag-work sa'yo. So, meron tayong tatlo daw na letter and dalawang digit. So, 5 yan, no? So, pwedeng maulit. So, ibig sabihin, pwedeng pare-parehas ng letter at parehas ng digit. Ano? So, how do we do that? So, Yung N1 natin, N2, N3, N4, and N5. So, paano yan, no? So, yung N1 natin, ilan yon? So, ilang letter? So, 26. So, N2 natin is also 26. Then, N3 natin is also 26. So, N4 natin, ilang digit yan, no? By 10 tayo digit. So, 0 to 9. So, N5 natin is 10. So, that will be equal to, ayan, it's 1 million. So, N will be equal to 1,757,600. Ox tayo dyan? No? Ayan. So, example 6, paano pag hindi pwedeng maulit? So, ganun din, no? So, meron kang n sub 1, n sub 2, n sub 3, n sub 4, and n sub 5. Sige, try nyo muna sagutan. Pause nyo muna itong video. Then, try to answer it. Yan, I hope pinost nyo, no? So, paano yun? So, since hindi nga maulit, so sa unang password natin, edi 26 yan. So, since hindi na pwede maulit, 25 and 24. Then, 10 digits pa rin, and hindi pwede maulit, kaya 9 na lang. So, we get 26 times 25 times 24 times 10 times 9. So, that will be 1 million. So, 1,404,000. Okay? Ox tayo dyan. Ito. Ito yung tricky talaga. So, try nyo sagutan to. So, siguro makasagutan nyo to in 2 minutes. Okay? Sige. Okay, paano to? So, meron ka daw tatlong digit, pero dapat even yung 3 digit na yun. So, guys, ano magde-determine kung odd or even yung isang number? So, what will um, give you the nature of being odd or even? It's just the last number. So, it doesn't matter kung odd or even yung first two digit, pero dapat yung last digit mo will be an even number. If you want to have an even number, kailangan yung last digit mo will be an even number. So, for the last digit, it should be coming from either 2, 4, or 6. So, ilang ways lang yung third digit. So, tatlo lang yan. So, yung entry mo is equal to 3. So, yung N2 mo, tsaka N1 mo. So, since itong last number mo ay kukuha mo na yung even number dyan. So, either 2, 4, and 6. So, tatlo lang na ways yan. So, 5 na lang to ngayon. And since hindi pwede maulit, so 4 na to. So, yan yung N2 mo. So, that will be 5 times 4 times 3. So, yung N mo will be equal to 5 times 4 times 3 is equal to 60. Akas tayo doon. So, ang dapat ma-determine nyo guys, una, kapag nauulit pa to, o kung hindi ba to nauulit. So, kung hindi to nauulit, you will be using the same number. Okay? Kapag naulit, so kapag hindi pwedeng maulit, kagaya nito, di ba, yung each digit can be used only once. So, -1 ka lang dyan ng -1. Okay? So, let's go with factorial notation. So, uh, first two topics ko dito, then I will be discussing the permutation, then combination. Yung combination, madali lang. So, if you are using your calculator, so again, maximize nyo yung calculators nyo. Kung wala kayong Casio, kung wala kayong Casio, guys, mahiram sa ibang college. Kasi pagdating natin ng permutation at combination, hindi ko lang kasi alam kung um, meron din sa Canon or sa iba. Pero kung meron naman, walang problema. Pero again, di ko kayo ini-encourage na bumili kung hindi nyo naman na magagamit. Unless you will be, I think, ano na din eh, hindi, parang second to the last mathematics yun na to. So, manghiram na lang kayo. Okay? So, let's go with factorial notation. So, na-topic niyo na to last year. So, dapat alam na natin to. Ano. So, again, we are using this for mamaya pag-usapan natin yun dun sa permutation and combination. So, you will be using the notation for factorial. So, ang ginagamit natin dito is exclamation point. So, kaya kapag ginagamit mo yung factorial, lagi na lang siyang sumisigaw. No? Kaya tatandaan nyo yun. Kapag sumisigaw yung number, so we are using the factorial. And we are only using a positive integer. N. Okay? So, paano natin ginagawa yun? So, yung factorial natin, mare, n factorial natin is equal to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 hanggang yung n kung hanggang ilan man yun. So, depende kung ano yung n mo. So, hanggang maubos yun. So, kunwari, meron kang 8 factorial. So, that will be equal to 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. So, hindi ko na nilalagay yung times 1 kasi yun lang din naman. So, that will be equal to yung 8 factorial natin is equal to, pero mamaya, turo ko sa inyo yung shortcut. 40,320. So, para madali, gamitin nyo lang yung calcu nyo. So, yung ating function ay yung merong x exclamation. So, I'm using 991EX. So, kunwari, ang itatype mo dyan ay 8. So, pindutin mo yung 8. So, ang lalabas dun sa screen mo would be ganito. So, kunwari, yan yung calcu mo. So, I'm teaching you this kasi I want you to maximize your calculators. Kaya nga may calc. So, unless hindi kayo pinayagan mag-calculator, di ba? So, kunwari, ang itatype mo dyan ay 8. So, pipindutin mo yung 8. So, lalabas din ngayon yung 8. Then, sa, sa Casio 991EX, shift, tapos yung may X. So, pindutin mo yung shift and shift. So, ano yung pangit na sulat? So, nandito yung shift mostly. Ayan, nandito. Then, pipindutin mo after ng shift ay yung button niya, ang nakalagay dito ay x raised to the negative 1. Pero may makikita kang orange na ang nakalagay doon sa taas ay x factorial. So, pag may nakita kang orange, makita nyo yung shift nyo ay kulay orange. So, pipindutin mo yung shift tapos yung factorial sign. So, ang lalabas doon sa calculus mo ay as is. So, pag pinindot mo yan, 8 factorial, then wag kakalimutan yung equal. So, lalabas na yun, 'no? So, lalabas na diyan ay 40,320. Okay, so for uh, number 2, so 4 factorial times 2 factorial. So, again, if you're using your calculators, so kailangan gamitan nyo ng parentheses. Pero kung wala kayong mahiraman na calculator, so kailangan since multiplication naman yan, so it will be 4 times 3 times 2 times 2. So ito yung 2 factorial, ito yung 4 factorial. So yan that will be 12, 24, 48. So that will be equal to 48. Pero pwede din, pag gagamitin nyo sa calcu, edi 4 factorial times 2 factorial. So again, huwag kalimutan yung parentheses. So same thing with addition. So that will be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. So kailangan i-multiply mo muna yan bago mo i-add. So again, follow the PEMDAS pa rin. So plus 3 times 2. Pero again, kapag gagamitin yung calcu, so yan na rin yun as is. Okay, so kapag 10 factorial over 8 factorial, so yung long method niyan will be 10 times 9 times 8 over 8 factorial. So, dire-diretso na yun, no? Over 8 factorial. So, guys, mako-cross out mo yun, no? Cross out mo na 8 factorial, cross 8 factorial. So, that will be equal to 9. So, again, pwede din naman kapag gagamitin mo yung calcu. So, that will be 10 factorial divided by 8 factorial. Don't forget the parentheses kasi magmamat error yan. Okay ba tayo doon, guys? So, this is just a review for the factorial. So, for the next video, that will be about permutation. Don't forget to answer. Pwede nyo gamitin na pag-review yung seat work. Okay? So, see you dun sa ating next video, guys.